Rita, I wanted to talk, though, about your editorial, because it's really, really important what you're talking about here. The need for the United States and all of her allies to have really strong defense, and we saw defense was, again, squibbed by the coalition. They didn't announce their policy until the very end. But Labor's budget, only brought forward a bit of spending. Now, there was a remarkable story here where the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, this is the foremost defense think tank we have in this country, said, hey, Labor, we're not doing enough. We radically need to increase our defense spending. The world's a very dangerous place right now. The Pacific is going to be the flashpoint for that danger. And what does Anthony Albanese do? Well, instead of saying, we respect that advice and look, we're going to do everything we can to keep Australians safe, he says, oh, well, have a look at what he had to say here.
Well, that's what they do, isn't it, Aspie? I mean, seriously, they need to, I think, have a look at themselves as well and the way that they conduct themselves in debates. We've had a defence strategic review. We've got considerable additional investment going into defence.
This is the classic Anthony Albanese line. Oh, well, my opponents, they should take a look at their conduct here. Their conduct for doing what, Prime Minister? Looking at Australia's defence spending, finding that it is woefully short. And I would note that just in the last 24 hours, our own Defence Minister, Richard Marles, met with Pete Hegseth, the U.S. Defence Secretary, his counterpart in the U.S., and has come back and said, yeah, look, we may actually have to up our defense spending. The Trump administration wants everybody spending 3% of GDP. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Yeah. Because we cannot be freeloaders, free riders, and hope that the U.S. comes to our defense.
Those days are over. Donald Trump's not kidding around with his America First strategy. He does not want to be financing the defense of the entire globe.
But nor should he.
And nor should he. And that's what he was voted. That was the platform he campaigned on. That's the mandate he has. And if you're the American taxpayer, why would you want to? And every bit of coverage we see, whether it's about the tariffs, whether it's about defence spending, it's as if Donald Trump is our leader. No, he's leading for his people and he's picking policies that prioritise their interests. Hopefully our politicians will eventually do the same thing, but we've got to have some level of reality here. Those days are over.
That reality has come, according to Pete Hegseth, who was speaking at Singapore, which is where he met up with Miles, and speaking at Singapore.
That's a big ministerial level.
He's warning that China has its eye on Taiwan, and the Americans are sitting there concerned that this will develop very, very quickly. I don't want to be a fearmonger, but it's not looking great.
Can I just say one more thing here, too? Because the way that Anthony Albanese carried on about these experts who are on our side, there are people, they're Australians, saying, oh, they need to look at themselves. Did you hear any such tough talk from Anthony Albanese saying, well, the Chinese Communist Party, Xi Jinping needs to take a look at how they conduct themselves when they were circumnavigating
when they were circling around the country,
when they were firing off missiles in the Tasman Sea.
Yeah.
We don't hear any of that outright.
Not a word.
As passenger jets had to be redirected because they were coming down here aggressively without telling us they were here. I mean, that whole episode.
We had to rely on Virgin Airlines to tell us what was going on militarily around us. And for years, Australian defence has been, pretty pathetic, and the money has not been there, and it needs to be there. You're absolutely right.
That's right. It was a Virgin pilot, wasn't it?
What's going on?
What's happening down
those boats.
here?
Is it a movie? Are they making a movie?